Hey there, sheepdoggers, and welcome to another Town of Salem, this time with my arch nemesis of chess, Vynxe Vainglory.
Oh, yes.
Oh, do you want to know something interesting, actually, just before we get going with this?
Yeah.
My mum sent me an email saying, you can't let the Vainglory win, and like kind of going, oh, you have to play him again, and don't fall for his mind games and stuff like that. It's so funny.
Nice.
Okay, so we're going to do a classic, because as you saw in the last custom one, that did not go very well. So hopefully we'll get a fairly decent classic game in. And yeah, what we're going to do is Vynxe is also recording, and he will be having the video up as well. So I'll put a little annotation in that if you want to see his perspective.
Indeed, that is true.
Yes.
And I have really not much of an idea what I'm doing here, so
No.
it should be kind of fun.
Yes. What is it? You played one game and you were the mayor?
I played one game, I was the mayor, and I revealed myself instantly because I was just clicking all the buttons.
Oh, and survived to the end and won, so, you know.
And I won, yeah.
Well, that's the thing about revealing as mayor, is you have different roles that can kind of like see who visits, and you've got the bodyguard who can protect some person. So sometimes when you reveal as mayor, people just don't want to risk getting screwed over by killing you. So it can.
It kind of seemed to
Yeah.
mindfuck them a little bit.
Yeah, it can really work. Oh dear.
Shrek is love and life.
Like people keep saying that in my stream, and I feel really bad that I've never actually. I don't know. Is it a video or a song or something? Like,
I don't know if that's like a proper meme that has a reference to something or not.
yeah.
I mean, Shrek, of course, the movie, and that's as far as it goes for me. I don't know.
Okay. So your role is on the left, and dependent on what you have,
Yeah.
you'll have things to do.
This is really interesting, actually.
Hopefully I won't die instantly. Sometimes I just do. That's the thing about recording this game. Is you just it's so hard to tell whether it's going to be a game where you end up dying the first night, or
Yeah.
So if you die the first night, you're like, should I put this up? Fuck it, I'll put it up. If I
You're completely fucked.
yeah, if I die early.
Old man obvious. Jojo Steelflex was killed last night, stabbed by a serial killer.
That's a great like little it sounds like one of those kind of not horror books, but you get audiobooks and you get someone
Yeah.
reading them. That sounded very very like that. I like that.
Said something about jinkies. The fuck does that mean?
I am oh, that's the death note. Like if you're a serial killer, you can leave a death note and say something when you kill someone. So he said jinkies, a clue.
Oh, man.
Oh, he's probably trying to put the thing on Velma, because Velma's Scooby-Doo, yeah.
Jankies again. Here we go.
Believe in the shield, believe in the shield. I was roll blocked, nothing, leads. Who was it that I... Oh, yes, okay. So...
Oh, man.
Oh, no. Dean Ambrose. Ah. I wonder who it could be. Hopefully we won't get any random, like, especially it's kind of like, especially the newer players. they tend to play classic, so you can sometimes get like random killing. Yeah, there we go. Tikwa channel voted against who? And like in the early days, in the first like day, people will just go along with what someone votes. So if you're the executioner, your job is to get someone killed, and you can sometimes win just by going vote for them, and everyone goes, yeah, okay, we'll kill them.
Yeah, they certainly do. 2 people just voted for who, but I don't think that was enough.
Yeah, no, you need early days. You need a lot of votes, like, and as people die, you need less and less. Oh, for God's sake!
Really need to figure out
Who the evil ones are.
Oh, wait a minute. My Swamp Now and Tikwa Channel both died. Oh, shit. The Mafia.
Yeah, the Mafia are quite a fun role. Is quite a fun role to be. Like even the Framer. The problem being is that it's reliant on 2 other people because you're in a group together. And sometimes you can just get Jojo Still Flakes, Chodus Maximus. Oh wait,
Who's this fuck?
who was he?
Says Jinkies again. Oh my
Idiot.
god, serial killer.
Jojo Still
Bloodstained
Flakes
notes.
was brought back to life. What was he again? Oh shit, I've forgotten.
Jojo.
He was the first person to die. So what we can figure out from this is that the random town at the bottom is the Retributionists, because they're the ones who can bring people back to life.
Indeed. I think we really need to re-kill Jojo.
Jojo was what the hell was he? I've forgotten now.
I didn't even look.
I think it
I
was
have no idea what he was.
I think it was the sheriff, possibly.
The sheriff. What can the sheriff do?
The sheriff can tell if someone's mafia serial killer. Like if he investigates someone, it will say this person is member of the mafia, unless it's the Godfather. The Godfather can't be got by him.
Huh. He said, I'm vet, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's right, he's veteran. So if you visit them when they're on alert, you die, even if you're like the serial killer who can't be killed usually at night.
Oh, interesting.
So we know all of the roles. I want to look at that person. I hope I don't die tonight. So yeah, you've got 2 random roles, which is the town killing and the random town. So the Retributionist is the random town, the town killing is the veteran, and therefore we now know all of the roles that are present. So it helps you deduce when someone's lying. Unless, of course, they're the jester, in which case you're fucked, because you'll be like, oh, you're lying, and then they're like, yep, because I'm the jester. Oh, man.
I'm really not,
I died.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Old man
yeah.
Obvious was killed last night, stabbed by a serial killer. We found a wheel next to that body. Dun, 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 Inspector Gadget. I didn't read all that.
It's just, you can go to the chat log and see.
Good night, foul maggot. Shots fired.
Shots fired. I was the investigator. And yeah. So I died, unfortunately. It's Jinkies, forgot Jinkies. Yeah, they're trying to put the blame onto Velma by doing the whole Jinkies thing, I think. But it doesn't seem to have worked. Why do people say at their end of their roles if they invest? You know, I'd love to watch a stream of you playing this where you do like the narration of like so and so was killed by. I think that would be so entertaining. Just like having kind of having a bit of a role play edge on it, where you're kind of the narrator as well.
Probably be better when I know what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh wait, they're all Velma.
Crap.
They all went for Velma. Oh no, Velma's a man. Velma the man.
Everyone, you know, that was kind of a joke, wasn't it? In the Scooby-Doo days, like everyone was like, Velma's the guy. Velma's the man. Poor Velma.
What's the defense?
Great, taking blame for someone else's actions yet again.
Alright, here we go. Everybody's guilty, that's not me.
Kane fucking smeals bad. Kane smeals really bad.
Gotta watch them smeals.
Oh yeah. So like even when I at you all, that's so harsh. The thing is like even with the guilty and innocent votes, it actually tells you things. Oh god, I can't stop sucking so many dicks while on the job. And Mafioso.
Mafioso.
Merrill, Dean Ambrose, and Splatsmith are...
The Mafioso arts us all. Arta's gonna art.
Arta's gonna heart.
Night 4.
But yeah, people who don't vote guilty or innocent on a guilty vote tend to be a little more suspicious. You know, like the Mafia don't want to vote guilty on their own person, but they don't want to vote innocent because it's too suspicious. So they tend to abstain.
We had an abstainer, didn't we?
There were 2, I believe. And there was 1 person voted innocent.
Guess I should have been paying attention.
Well, when I'm streaming it, I like interacting with the chat a lot. So I tend not to know what's going on. It's terrible when I have like an important role.
Dean Ambrose was brutally murdered by
Executed
2
by
people.
the jailer.
What the fuck was that?
By the Mafia.
Believe in the shield. I don't know what that means.
Captain America right there.
Nighty night, Ambrose. He didn't get hung.
Well, the jester's down,
Hanged.
but the executioner, if the executioner's target dies without them hanging them, if they die in the night, then they become the jester.
Wait a minute.
So
Why are they all whispering? Hey, how do you whisper?
you do /W space and then either their name or their number. So you see they've got numbers next to them in the bottom right.
Yeah.
You do either a name or number, then another space, and then your message.
Sweet.
There you go. Do Inspector Gadget. Do.
These people are like, why her? I'm like, why the fuck not?
Oh, someone saw your vote and voted against you.
That's alright.
But yeah, when I was the serial killer once, I was doing all these death notes saying like, I was basically doing jokes about how my knife was firing bullets. You know, like bang! Oh my god, where's my? Because the serial killer uses a knife.
Yeah.
And
Well, it's more effective if you fire the bullet into the knife and ricochet the bullet off the knife into the target, see?
yeah.
Because then technically you're still using the knife.
But because I was putting like silly death notes up that were kind of humorous in nature, as it were. Everyone goes, well, that's sheepdog, because I was playing with the stream, and like after the second one, everyone was like, okay, so serial killer is sheepdog. We all agree, and they're like, yeah. And then I got hung like the second day as a serial killer because I wrote funny. Holy shit.
I will have your souls, you damn troglodytes. I will rub it on you with move to butt. That was way too much.
And yeah, it doesn't show. They're fixing the chat logs so that you'll be able to see, you'll be able to see the last will and everything to go back. Oh, and the serial killer died. Well done, jailer.
Wow, the person that I voted on last was the serial killer. It was just like a random person. That's hilarious.
Oh, man.
Now they all think I'm clairvoyant.
That'd be terrible if you were the other jester. Like, if you were either the jester or the executioner. And now the jester, because now they'll be like, oh my god, not Vynxe, clearly knows everything, and we should do whatever he says, and you're just like, man, I cannot get hung here. Hanged? I can never remember. What? There's one which you do to meat, which is hung. No, hanged.
After you're hanged, I think you're hung. I don't know.
Yeah. All I can find is the framer now. Jailer, maybe you should protect Meryl.
I don't remember what JoJo was. Too bad. That was free information.
Jojo was the veteran.
Oh.
So he goes on alert at night, and if anyone visits him, he kills them. Town or not. I had one game where I was the veteran, and in the first night I killed 3 people, and they were all town.
Guess we don't need him anymore then.
Well, there's still the Godfather and the Framer left, so you've got a couple of Mafia left to root out.
So they can just visit whoever they want.
Yeah, yeah. Well, early Mafia and serial killer exit makes it very difficult for the Mafia.
I got killed.
Ah.
I knew that was coming because they saw me root out the serial killer.
Yeah, yeah. They probably thought, wow, they're like a, escort or lookout or something. And didn't want to risk it. Unfortunately, your own random luck came back to bite you in the arse. Don't whisper me, KK, then vote for me, ha 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 ha. Repent. Oh, you were the retributionist. Nice.
Yeah.
I guess your role was done early off then.
Oh yeah, I just resurrected the first person that I saw the button for.
Fair enough.
See what it did. Well, god damn it.
It was a pretty good choice because it means you have a town there that no one wants to go for. Because he died so early, he probably still had all of his alerts, and people would say, So you've got it's good there because you've got one person ready to kind of kill bad guys, as it were, because no town's going to go to him.
Right. I see the big deal about the retributionist now, since you can tell what people's roles are over there.
Yeah. I was framed. Watson claims. The Splatsmith is probably...
Meryl's the doctor.
He could
Trust me, he says.
Doctor.
Trust me. That's not very good verbiage.
Give me all your trust.
I mean, let's be honest here. Whoever says trust me cannot be trusted.
Well, there's oh no, actually, if they find the Godfather, then the jailer can jail them and make sure that they know who the Godfather is. Because if you're jailed, you can't do your action at night, which means you can't kill. Which means 2 nights jailed and no deaths is a probable killer slash Godfather serial killer. Well, not serial killer, but yeah. I'm thinking Merrill is probably the framer.
Phaedrus was killed by a member of the Mafia.
Found a will. Good to go. TBD. Weirdo. Toad's guilty.
Toad's guilty.
Splat, splat, the splat, Smith. Oh, and the jailer went down. That's a bad thing.
I mean, you think it's the Splat Smith because he keeps saying that.
Well, the serial killer was like pointing towards Velma, and it's possible that the Splatsmith realizes he's going to have a difficult time if he's the Godfather. So, he, a valid tactic at this, because there's a jester left, is to say, I'm the jester. Basically make it seem like you're the jester, and people will go, no, he's the jester, so I'm going to ignore him, kind of thing.
Yeah, I feel like if you always lied, you wouldn't actually do that well. Because there's more options for the lie. If you always told the truth, then people would be able to make the proper strategic decision.
Yeah.
But when you lie, you can choose too many things, see, and then somebody else can catch you and whatnot. If you always told the truth, yes, sometimes people would think you're lying. But if you're going to say anything, it actually should be the truth.
Yeah. Well, I've done serial killer rounds before, where from the beginning I've been completely truthful, and I've survived till like the last 4 or 5, because someone will say to me, like, old man obvious, roll, and I'll say serial killer, and they'll go, he's the jester, and I'll go, no, I'm serial killer. I'll put it in my death note and everything, and I'll say, old man obvious is me, I am the serial killer, please hang me or I'll keep killing people. And they're like, the serial killer's trying to get him hung, what a silly kind of thing. And I just keep killing people for night after night. Why don't they hang me? So I'm assuming he was actually the jester. Yeah, he was. So that means that was a terrible idea. As the Mafia.
Why are so many people jesters?
Well, the executioner has to kill a town member. Like, he needs to get them hung. If they get killed during the night, then they turn into a jester, because they don't have their target anymore. So they turn into a jester, and then their objective is to get hung.
Oh.
And it's very hard as the executioner to get people hung. You kind of, it's a very tough job. I am the doc, Merrill lied. Yeah, this was a really bad play by the Mafia, because they should have gone for someone else, like the doctor or someone. Because with the jester gone, now the town has a majority. The jester was trying to get himself hung, so he wasn't voting for anyone. Whereas now the town can hang Merrill like they wanted, and then I'm assuming the last person is Roman Reigns, as the Godfather, probably. Unless they are okay, no, I think he's actually the Doctor, and Watson is the and Watson is the framer, possibly now.
But Merrill is the doctor.
I think so, yes. So the framer has been framing Merrill repeatedly, and the sheriff has been checking, and the framer's job basically makes it seem like they're guilty.
Seems like I'm definitely going to have to play every class before any of this is strategically viable.
Yeah, no, you need. It's very difficult. Like, there's a lot of different roles, and so yeah, Watson is the framer. Roman Reigns is the Godfather. The guy who got Retributionist is the veteran, and then Who is the. This was actually a really good game. The framer did a great job of framing the Doctor.
What do you do as a framer exactly?
You visit someone each night and make it seem like they're part of the Mafia. So if someone investigates them, it will say this person is the Mafia or this person is a framer.
Okay, interesting.
And, like, people don't often like being framer, but the person who played Watson did a brilliant job of repeatedly framing the
So you just redirect the long dick of the law up somebody else's ass.
Basically, yes. And Who was the sheriff, and he was investigating Merrill repeatedly to make sure he was the see, like, you can see at the bottom, he just kept investigating him. And yeah, he thought he was Mafia when he wasn't. And then the really clever thing they did was they knew Jojo was the veteran. They didn't want to risk getting killed by him, by killing him at night, because he can go on alert and kill them if they visit him. So they killed the sheriff, and now they've got the vote majority, and they can vote Jojo to be hung, and then they win.
Interesting. Jojo's fucked, even though he was the badass.
Yeah, he was a veteran from the war. He had his gun already, and he's going to be hung.
Damn it, Jojo! I saved you for nothing.
So yeah, this was a really, like, we're not going to win, unfortunately, but this is a really, really good round. Surprisingly, like, there wasn't any random killing. People used their roles intelligently, aside from who really should have been thinking that, once he's fingered someone as Mafia and they're being framed, they're just going to keep framing him. So
yeah, you got to be careful who you finger.
Oh yeah, always be careful.
I got an achievement for a game lasting more than 10 days.
Nice.
That was interesting.
Yeah, you get kind of like coins, and they can go towards purchasing skins and stuff like that. It's a free to play game, and it's in my opinion it's very, very fun. So
yeah, it's cool. It seems like a good one to have people on voice chat instead, because then they'll like say things accidentally or whatever.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting.
I've done it before. I've accidentally said what I am, when I'm playing with Pi or Cuball or Tim or someone. Oh, that was a great game.
I bet this chap is lame. He bored himself to death. And a blank death note.
So the Mafia won.
Those fucks.
And yeah, did really well.
All right, that's pretty fun.
This is a really good game to play with your stream as well. Like, when you play it with your stream, it's kind of with your viewers on the stream. Everyone has a great time, and there can occasionally be problems when people take losing a bit too seriously, but for the most part, it's all good. So yeah.
Looks like I got a bit to learn before I can really, I'm thinking too much, so it's hard to really be that entertaining. But
Well, I
you know.
mean, you know, you do it if when you after you've done a few rounds, you get to know what all the roles are. But what you can also do is if you return to the home page, you see at the top, to the right of where it says home at the top left, you've got like a cog, a bug
Yeah.
with a no, and then roll. You can click on that roll there, and it will take you, and it will give you, you know, you can see what all the roles do and need to do, and so on and so forth.
Oh,
And,
all right. All right.
and of course, a shameless plug on my own video. I have my first video on my Town of Salem playlist is a introduction to the game, which is quite good. So you know, go watch that.
Please go figure out what the hell you're doing, because
Yes.
otherwise you're just clicking buttons.
So there you go, guys. That is Town of Salem with Vynxe. It was very fun. I unfortunately died mid-game, but you know, at least I didn't gay. At least I didn't gay. At least I didn't gay. I almost died. I did die mid-game, but at least I didn't gay.
Make sure you don't gay,
Yeah.
kids.
Try not to gay.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No. Anyway, let's try that again, shall we? I did die mid-game, but at least it was an interesting one, and at least I didn't die first night, which does often happen to me when I'm streaming.
Yeah, dying on the first day is the one curse of recording the game, I suppose.
Yeah. I mean, when I either stop it and try again if I'm by myself, or I'll just try and make the conversation interesting and talk about the roles and what they do and everything. If I'm with someone else.
I guess it does give you a chance to make a lot of fun of everybody else.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. So there you go, guys. If you want to see Vynxe's more interesting perspective, because he stayed alive longer, the annotation will be just to the right, left here. Fuck, I hate this. Just to the right here, there'll be a little annotation which will take you over to his perspective and his channel. I will also be putting in the description a link to Vynxe's channel and to his Twitch, because he is streaming a lot of Firefall. If you're interested in that game, go check out his Twitch channel, because I won't be playing it. So, yeah.
we're blowing lots of shit up
Oh yeah.
all the time and ramming the glorious fist of justice straight up enemy anuses, like always.
Is there any justice in war?
Well, yeah, I mean, when you do PvP, you have revenge kills and stuff.
True.
But no. It's just for people that like shooters and are bored with other MMOs. This is a great place to go hang out.
Well, it seems very it seems different from other kind of shooter MMOs, the ones that tend to do the kind of, you know, standard, how do you explain it, like World of Warcraft style of fighting, you know, just like you lock on and then you fire and then so
Yeah, it's really action based. Things can get super hectic. There's a lot of room for skill.
Yeah.
It's a nice game. I'm really impressed with what they've done with it. They've changed it many times already, and I've seen each change, and it's kind of progressing into this epic thing. Well,
Nice.
yeah, so I'm streaming that.
Yeah,
Hopefully every day.
in the description, and go check them out. So thanks for watching, guys. From myself and Vynxe, we hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.
Peace.